Hello there, my name's Anna Lundberg and I'm the founder of One Step Outside, where we help people around the world build a business and create a lifestyle that brings them more freedom, flexibility and fulfilment. And in the past few weeks, we've been looking at how you can build a side hustle or a business alongside your full-time job. And specifically, we've been looking at what to do when you don't even have any idea what business to start. And this week, we're looking at how you can actually use your existing skills and package those up into a business. So of course the first step has to be to do an inventory of all your existing skills and interests and experience and so on. And we looked at that last week. But this week I want to talk a little bit about some of the options to monetize those skills, the different formats or business models that are sort of the quickest, easiest wins to take what you already know and create that kind of side hustle outside of the corporate 9 to 5. And the first one is freelancing, and I spent quite a bit of time on freelancing around the time of the National Freelancers Day, which happened a few weeks ago, so do check out those blog posts and videos from last month or so if that's something that's interesting to you. But freelancing is really something that I feel is sort of an easy, quick win to take your existing skills and literally pitch those to a client. So you can take what you already know, package that up into a freelancing service. So whether you're a strong writer and you can become a copywriter or write articles or do some editing, or you're a web developer, computer programmer, you can do web design or something like that, and really look at your existing skills and how you could very directly translate that into a freelancing service, ideally, you know, in the same industry, the same types of clients as where you are now, because that's the easiest win. Now, of course, caveat here being that don't do anything that's in any way a conflict of interest with your existing employer, so I just want to say that. But the first option is freelancing. The second one is coaching and consulting, and I put these together, although they're very different, and certainly those of us who've done the coaching training have some quite strong opinions sometimes on where we draw the line, but the reality is that the word is used quite interchangeably sometimes with consultant, mentor and so on. But both of these types of roles, however you define them, again are sort of an easy win to take what you're already good at, your hard and soft skills, and package those up to help somebody else. So whether you're advising other organisations and companies or you're coaching individuals, this is a way that you can, outside of your current job, add value and get paid for what you already know. So that's something to consider, but of course, some consultants and coaches do still travel to clients' offices, spend time face-to-face and so on. So if you're trying to do this alongside of a full-time job, then do make sure that the particular coaching or consulting you come up with does work still very flexibly around what you're already doing. And the third one is teaching what you know. So rather than advising or consulting, coaching or doing the work, you can actually teach other people. So that might be in the form of an online course, or why not create an ebook. It's easier than ever before to publish a book, and even if you don't want to go through the whole rigmarole of self-publishing, you can even just try, creating some simple PDF ebooks and selling them. Even if you don't make a lot of money right away, you can start to build an online audience, and you will make some passive income, and certainly the more you write, the more you'll make. You can also build credibility, build your email list, and potentially become a speaker if that's something you want to do. So teaching an online course, writing and selling ebooks can be a great way to package up what you know and to make money of that in quite a passive way. It's not completely passive because you have to put the effort in, but of course that's an option. Another one, and this is quite a broad one, is to find a solution to a problem. So maybe you have some kind of pain point in your life, you get really annoyed with something in your day-to-day and you've come up with a solution, or maybe you could come up with a solution using your existing skills and expertise. The best business ideas are always ones that provide a solution to a problem, so maybe that's an option for you as well. And then finally, why not take your hobby and turn it into a business? So since you're going to be spending a lot of time and energy on this business, why not choose something that you really enjoy to make sure that you enjoy this business? So, in this case, it may be something like photography. You may be able to turn that into a freelancing service actually, or you may be able to package it up into a more scalable, leveraged program like a course. You might, go off and offer freelancing services as a freelance wedding photographer or a lifestyle photographer, a portrait photographer, or you might teach other people how to take better photos. You can do that online, for example. So when you're taking your hobby, it may be that you can actually sell a product or sell a service, but you may also be able to use one of the other models in terms of teaching what you know, coaching, consulting, freelancing, and so on. So I hope that gives you a few different ideas: freelancing, coaching and consulting, teaching what you know, solving a problem, and taking a hobby and turning that into a business. Now, I do want to remind you at this point that I've got my book coming out on the 3rd of October. So it's Leaving the Corporate 9 to 5, stories from people who've done it and how you can too. So if you're still a little bit lost, you're not quite sure which of these ideas is right for you, then that book will be full of inspiration and also concrete guidance in terms of how you can start taking those steps to find that side hustle idea for you outside of the corporate 9 to 5. So you can sign up to the waiting list at leavingthecorporate9to5.com. That's leavingthecorporate9to5.com. And I wish you the best of luck with coming up with your ideas as to how you can start a business using your existing skills. Bye for now.